what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
When I was in high school, one of my closest friends, his father actually worked at Greenwood Chevrolet. You know, selling cars is what we do, but that's not what we're about. It's very rarely ever about the car. It's about how you could make somebody feel. It's about how you could help somebody, and those are the proud moments, and I'm telling you, I got way too many to name, and I could never picture myself working anywhere else. I'm Anthony Facillo, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of
of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back from Bob Dove Field here in Canfield, Ohio, week number 7 of the Ohio high school football season. Richie Giuliano, Gary Niddle back with you always here from the booth in Cardinal Stadium. Two teams right on the border of the city line, but have not faced off since 2003. Austintown Fitch coming to Canfield here tonight for a big battle out of conference. Coach Niddle, this is going to be a huge ball game for both squads. Austintown Fitch 3-2. They're looking to solidify their spot for a playoff spot this season, and Canfield looking to stay strong. They are 5-1 as we are almost halfway through.
And, you know, I talked with Mr. Cochran, Mike Cochran, the AD here at Canfield, at about 5 o'clock when I got here. And I was actually on the phone when he said this was sold out at 5 o'clock. So we got a sellout tonight. I see there are still a couple open spots on the visitor side for Austintown. Canfield side is basically full. I don't see a spot open over here. And, yeah, this is going to be an electric one. You know, this could be one of those games that come down to whoever has the ball last. And you mentioned how important this game is. I was talking to somebody earlier. The region that Canfield is in right now is just ridiculous. And this is one of those games. This could get them a lot of points. But if they don't get the win here, they're going to drop a little. And it's going to get a little crowded up there at the top.
Ben Pugh will kick it off tonight. Zach Ahmed, a scratch from the lineup here today. Pugh will boot it away to the near side. That will take one hop at the 18-yard line, received there by Tyler Evans. He's reversing field at the 15, past the 20, slips away from a tackle and gets across the 25, and here comes a late flag, and that might be on number 23 and Brian Robinson.
Yeah, you know, that was uncalled for. At least that's what it appears to be here, and that really wasn't necessary. And if that is on them, that's going to push them back, actually having decent field position. And, you know, that's an advantage that Austintown's going to have that we really didn't talk about before kickoff, is having Ben Pugh kicking off today. I know Coach Wilkins, or I should say Coach Wilkins, Jeff Wilkins, professional, you know, in the NFL with the Rams and a bunch of other teams, was actually helping Ben Pugh today learn how to kick off because Zach Ahmed is sick and is unable to play. So that's a huge weapon that Canfield has had all season, is kicking balls out of the end zone.
The penalty was on Austintown Fitch. That knocks him inside the 20. Quarterback and senior Devin Sherwood will lead the offense for the Falcons. He takes the snap, and we're going to have a whistle, and that's going to be a false start on Austintown. Before the first snap, 2 penalties on Austintown Fitch.
And, you know, you could say that that's just, you know, nerves or whatever, but, you know, in a game like this, you can't just put yourself behind the 8 ball, you know, real quick here. You know, we're going to start up around the 38. Now they're back inside, almost back to their, 11-yard line here. So not the start that Coach Parker wanted to see out of the Falcons.
4 wide receivers for Austintown Fitch. The back is Cam Smith, Jr., 6'1", 180. Devin Sherwood, he takes it. He'll give it off. Here is Cam Smith, and he is rocked.
To get back to the line of scrimmage. And that
the tackle goes to Toby Smith, the linebacker who broke right through the line, untouched, and makes the tackle.
And on cue. We were just talking about, the leading tackler for this Cardinal team coming into this game is Toby Smith. That is his 39th tackle on the season. He leads this Cardinal team, and on cue, he steps up for the Cardinals, and I'll bring up a 2nd and long here.
Toby Smith, 2nd tackle for a loss.
Pressure up the middle.
Sherwood going to have to run outside the pocket. He breaks through a couple.
The
ball is loose,
and
Canfield has the football at the 20.
And this,
Sherwood had it knocked loose, and it was recovered by number 16 and Nicola Coca.
And this is exactly what Canfield wanted to do here. You talk about momentum. They kick the ball off. They get a great job, great stop there on 1st down. They get a turnover here on 2nd down, and now they're going to set up shop at the 20-yard line of Austintown Fitch. And Brock Lowry and the Devin Sherwood, Brock Lowry show is going to begin. Canfield now gets their opportunity, and Brock Lowry is going to bring the Cardinals out here.
Lowry, one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Ohio, recruited by Iowa State so far. A couple other offers. He will give it off first. Here's Michael Crawford, met in the backfield by number 52, and a nice tackle by Aaron Hively, the senior defensive end. He's a big body outside, 6'3", 225. A tackle for a loss for Hively.
And that's one of the concerns Coach Pavlansky said coming into this game. It's just the size of Austintown Fitch. They have not played against a complete team the size of Austintown Fitch. Dover had a big front four. Their 2 tackles and ends were enormous. Coach Pav said these 2 tackles are bigger than what they saw in Dover. So they're going to have their work cut out for them here.
2nd down and 14 from the from the Fitch 24 after the fumble from Sherwood. Lowry all alone. Takes a snap. He's hit as he throws. Dumps it off near side. Papalia will get the reception, but a short gain of 2 yards. Coming off the edge for Austintown Fitch, number 21, C.J. Scheisler, the senior linebacker, laid a blow on Lowry in the pocket.
And that was important. He came off the edge. Brock Lowry recognized it, was able to get rid of the football, but he had somebody down the seam. He just didn't have enough time to get rid of the football and had to go to his little safety valve there. And at least, you still got a 3rd and long here, but it's not a turnover and you're not getting sacked, so they still have an opportunity here.
3rd and 12. Toby Smith, the back to the left of Lowry. Lowry takes it in the pocket. 3-step drop, has plenty of time. Wrapped from behind, throws near side, juggled and caught by the Cardinals. Kovas inside the 10,
down.
And it's going to be a 1st down for the Cardinals.
Moving the chains. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Cardinals, and that's persistence right there. Brock Lowry felt a little pressure, stepped up in the pocket, had a little bit more time. Then the pressure came from behind, and he felt the pressure behind him, got rid of the ball. It wasn't pretty, and it wasn't a pretty catch either by Kovas, but he hangs on to it and gets a big 1st down for the Cardinals.
Oliver Kovas, the senior wideout and cornerback, the leading receiver. Catch number 17 on the year for Kovas, over 280 yards. 9 minutes left to play in the 1st quarter. Mike Crawford back into the ball game.
Struggling to get set defensively here.
Toby Smith in motion. Lowry fakes. He will roll out right side under pressure. He dumps it off and throws it away. Nice pursuit by Cam Smith, the junior defensive back who came with the pressure.
And coming into this game, Fitch was banged up last week. Both their running backs, Cam Smith, one of them, were a little banged up. I know Tyler Evans, I believe, even had a little injury or whatever, another wideout who's a big wideout for Fitch. So they came in, they're coming in a little sore and beat up, but they're all playing tonight as far as we can tell.
2nd down and 7. Lowry takes on the jet sweep. He will give it. Here's Carosi. Spins away from a tackle and is knocked down at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of just 2. It's 3rd down and goal.
And now it's a manageable 3rd down. 3rd down, they need 5 yards for a touchdown, and this is where that thought process comes in. Is Coach Pav thinking, we go for the jugular right here on this first drive? Is this a 4-down territory? Or if you don't score here, do you settle for 3? And you have Ben Pugh, who is pretty automatic. I don't want to jinx him at this point, but he's been automatic all season long for the Cardinals.
3rd and goal at the 5. Here comes a couple new bodies. Hunter Knotts.
They've got to hurry to get this
Vince
off.
Luce and Paolo Papalia back into the ball game for the Cardinals. 4 seconds on the play clock. Lowry running right side. Crawford with a couple blocks. Lowry towards the goal line. He's in.
That is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort. That is Brock Lowry. I talked to Coach Pav yesterday, and I said, we haven't seen the Brock Lowry. If you look at his stats, he's only run for 231 yards this year. Last year, he was a force on the ground, and he was manageable. They said they were managing things, but tonight was going to be the night that he was going to have to use his legs, and they saw they can attack the ends. At least that's what they were looking at on film, and right there was a great run by Lowry to get him on the board here.
Lowry with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. Cardinals take advantage of that fumble by Austintown Fitch. Here is Ben Moneyman Pugh to attempt the extra point. Kovas is the holder. The snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is straight through. 7-0 Canfield when we return here on ysnlive.com.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Brock Lowry punches it in from 5 yards out on 3rd down and goal. Canfield with a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. 8:05 left to play as Ben Pugh will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back to receive for Austintown Fitch, number 1 in Cam Smith and number 11 Tyler Evans. Austintown Fitch coming off a very tough loss, Coach Niddle, to one of the best programs in the state of Ohio in Massillon, Washington on their home turf. Only a loss by 10, 31-21, and some things slipped away in that second half, or else Austintown Fitch would have been staying home the victor there.
Yeah, you know, they controlled most of that football game until late in the second half. Oh, and there's a
Falcons
big hole on the outside
with a lot of green
here.
grass, 25-30, near sideline 40, jukes up midfield, tackle near midfield, number 6, Devin Pounds will take it out. And Austintown Fitch, for their second drive, will have terrific field position.
And see, you know, we talk about how important special teams are. And when you have Zach Ahmed, we've talked about this all year. When you're kicking the ball out of the end zone and you don't have to worry about a return. Now, you've got a brand-new kicker just today, just these last 2 days, is working on kickoffs. And, you know, you can hold your lanes, but when you're only kicking it to the 25-yard line, and that's something that you haven't done all year, it's hard to adjust to that. It comes at you quick. Speed is quick out, especially with a team like Fitch.
And we talked to Zach Ahmed in our player profile this week on Wednesday. Things went down quickly for him, so we hope all is well for Zach Ahmed. Cam Smith gets the carry,
Good
jukes up the middle, and
Good
he is
hold.
ripped from behind. A gain of about 2 yards to the Canfield 48.
I think that was Drew Carosi that just made it is Drew Carosi, made a great shoe. When you say a shoestring tackle, that's exactly what happened there, or else he might be still running down the sideline.
And Carosi right behind Toby Smith, second on the team in total tackles now with 26.5. 2nd down and 8 for Austintown. Sherwood in the gun. Smith to his left. It's a design quarterback run. He's got plenty of room. Puts his head down and barrels forward inside the 40. Knocked down at the Canfield 38.
And it was like a sieve right up the middle there. They came pressured on the edge, and he saw something that, you know, the backers cleared out, and there was a big hole, big gaping hole for him to run right through.
Fitch is going to bunch it up on this formation. 3 receivers in the slot. Trips on a triangle to the left. 1 near side. Sherwood. He will give it. He fakes it. He goes outside. 35. Knocked down at the 32. A nice fake by Sherwood. He fooled me up here in the box.
I'll tell you what, when they bunch it up, and, you know, we talk about what Chardon does with the wing tee, and if you're a good quarterback and you can work your hands, you know, in deception, I'll tell you what, the front line, like I said, I fooled a lot of front line because many of them were hanging on for dear life up the middle.
That's a gain of 6 for Devin Sherwood. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 from the Cardinal 32-yard line. Second drive for Austintown, and they're going to have to take their first charge timeout. Austintown will take theirs. We'll take one as well. We'll be back on YSN.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet is back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beers starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
First charge timeout to Austintown Fitch. The Falcons who storm out that mammoth offensive line. We were talking during the break, Coach Niddle. They're getting a lot of push here in this drive against the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, and you take a look at their roster. They've got 3 kids over 300 pounds, and Canfield does not have any.
No.
So, that tells you something right off the gate.
Sherwood looking to throw deep down the middle. He's got a receiver, and it's knocked away.
I'll tell you what, each and every week there's certain things we keep saying over and over and over again. One of those things is how phenomenal this secondary has been all season long. They have yet, outside of the Dover game, there was 1 or 2 breakdowns. But outside of that, there hasn't been anything downfield. Deep downfield, they've covered like glue, and that was great coverage there. That was a good throw. I mean, that's about as good a throw as you can put on a football there, but great coverage, even better coverage by the Cards.
Oliver Kovas able to knock it down, but Coach Niddle, they're moving the football here towards the Canfield goal line. I'm not sure what the penalty was. And they called roughing the passer as we have some information up here in the box. So a roughing the passer call moves the football inside the 20-yard line.
And I know Coach Pav's trying to get some confirmation, and he just threw his hands up. So I know he didn't like the answer he got there, but no changing that now. It's a first down Falcons here at the 15.
Sherwood hands it off. This is a different back. Number 10, and Tyree Mitchell will get the carry. The senior running back gets a couple of yards and 2 at most.
And it looks like he's the one that has the big cast on his hand. So if you take a look at his right hand, you can see it now. That's going to be hard to secure a football. Because when I was younger, I had one of those in a football game, and I can tell you what, there's no ball. You aren't going to secure the football with one of those things on your hand.
Austintown Fitch runs the trio of tailbacks. You also see DJ Williams out there as well. Sherwood, quick dump, near side. This is number 11, Tyler Evans, knocked down right near the 10-yard line. That's a good pickup, but still short of that first down marker. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
And Tyler Evans, the Mr. Do-It-All for this Falcons team, the all-time receiving catches leader in Fitch Falcon football history. Say that.
That's a tongue twister.
I didn't plan
Fitch
for that
Falcon
one.
Football history.
That's pretty good. But that's impressive. All-time, receiving leader.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good football players that came through that program.
3rd down and 3. Mitchell in the backfield. They'll bunch it up again. Canfield loads the box. They're bringing it. They'll hand it off. Left side. There is Mitchell, and he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage of loss of 2.
And guess who? You got Drew Carosi in there. You got Toby Smith there. And now you got a 4th and 6. And they're bringing in another football, so they're going to kick.
They're going to bring in the kicker
here.
Their kicker, number 41, and Josiah Burney, the junior, who was the kicker last year as well for Austintown Fitch.
And this is a win for the Cardinals. After that big penalty and so forth and move them down the field, if they can hold them to 3 or a miss here, it's still a victory for Canfield.
This will be a 29-yard field goal for Burney. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick has plenty of distance, and Burney knocks it straight through. We're going to have to watch that towards the later half of this ball game. Burney's got a great leg on him. 3 points for the Falcons when we return. 3:38 left to play here in the first quarter.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Austintown Fitch able to get on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. 7-3, Cardinals still on top. They bended in that drive, but they did not break, and that was the key for the Canfield Cardinal defense, able to force the gain for a loss against the talented running back in Tyree Mitchell.
And you got to take a good look here. This is something when I coach that we like to do, coming out of a bunch situation. When Austintown, before their kickoffs, they'll stay together. There's that opportunity there. If they see something they like, there's something, there'll be a sign or whatever, and they'll just run right out of there and kick out of it. So you got to be prepared. I know that's something Canfield's got to be prepared for later on this game.
Oliver Kovas back to receive for the Cardinals. Bernie will boot it away. Spiraling kick inside the 5. Kovas returns it out to the 10. Up midfield, back to the numbers. 25, here he goes, 30. Across midfield, and he is knocked down outside of the 35. Oliver Kovas, a shoe tackle away from taking that one 99 yards to the house.
All that was left was the kicker. He gets by there, and you know how that works 90% of the time. Although I will say we didn't give credit to Ben Pugh on the last kickoff. He didn't make the tackle for Canfield, but he slowed down the return man and allowed somebody else to make a tackle. So, tell you what, kickers have played a big role and might play a huge role tonight before this is all said and done.
Second possession for the Cardinals. Lowry will take it. Three-man rush.
He'll
dump it off over the middle, and he is cracked. Drew Carosi is smoked over the middle. A big hit by Cam Smith, and that's a loss of 1.
And that was kind of a unique play. It almost looked, you had receivers go downfield, but it almost looked like that was a design, the way Lowry kept, retreating there and then looking to Carosi. Not sure if that's something they're looking at down the road to see what happens downfield, but not a whole lot of, it is a completion, but it goes for -1 and it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 here.
Drew Rostek and Jake Schneider check in offensively for Canfield. Lowry looking to throw again, has plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket, delivers it, and there's nobody home to the near side. 3rd down and long for Canfield coming up. Great coverage in the Austintown Fitch secondary.
I think that was, I think he got his elbow hit there as he let that one go. It looked like that just came out a little awkward, and it looked like somebody may have just got a hand on it. Because, that's not a Brock Lowry. We haven't seen anything like that all season long. So my guess is they got a piece of it there. However you look at it, it brings up a 3rd and 11. We got 14 seconds left here on the play clock as Canfield comes up to the football.
2:39 on the game clock left in this first quarter. Austintown Fitch looking for a 3-and-out. Lowry steps up. He drops one off near side, and it is caught right at the sticks, and that'll be enough for a Canfield first down.
And, great route there by Drew Carosi. Great hands by Drew Carosi. Great presence by Brock Lowry to check down to the first down marker, just enough to get the first down and keep this drive moving.
12-yard curl for Carosi, another catch for him, and he's been the go-to man all season long on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah, he really has, And the funny thing is, and I can say this now because of the way the game went last week, he had 2 drops on back-to-back throws, and that's not like Drew Carosi. And after the game, I got to talk to him. I said, the first one, okay, we'll let that one go. Oh, we got to – oh.
Rostek, the intended receiver, incomplete over his outstretched arms. Yeah. Incomplete, nice coverage near side, and that will go to Arthur Ross.
And they blitzed on the outside there, and I'd love to see this one played back because it looks like Austintown was offsides there. It looks like they jumped the snap. But back to the Carosi story. So he has the 2 drops, and then they go right back to him, and he makes a big play downfield. And I said, and he told me, you won't see that again the rest of the season. It was just a lack of focus, and that's a great catch that he had here to get Canfield a first down to keep this drive moving.
2nd down and 10. Fitch showing blitz.
How was there not a flag?
They did not jump offside, and instead Lowry.
Coach Pavlansky is irate down here, and I don't blame him. That's 2 plays in a row. The first time it looks like they just jumped the snap. That time it looked to me like they were in the neutral zone. They did not get back.
And they're going to bring out Kylan Foster, the sophomore defensive end who looked to be offsides. 3rd down and 5. Lowry still able to make 5 yards on the run up the middle. Well, Canfield for sure thought they had a free play. Instead, it's 3rd down. They will spread out the Falcons 5 wide. Lowry in the gun all alone. He will take it. Here comes a rush from the near side. Dumps it over the middle. It's caught. Canfield with the football inside the 20. Near sideline 10,
Schneider?
5, and knocked out of bounds. It is Schneider.
That is, I'm going to tell you what. And we got a Fitch player down right now. I don't know if he's going to get up, but I'm going to tell you what. You will not see a better read by a quarterback. And he threw that before. Schneider, before he went into his cut, as he turned, the football was delivered. That's a heck of a catch by Schneider. Heck of a throw by Lowry. And now Canfield set up 1st and goal here inside the 5.
Well, we're going to have a hurt Falcon. We'll step aside real quick for an injury timeout.
The first woman at Greenwood Chevrolet to ever become a sales manager. I don't think people think of selling cars as a rewarding career, but when you see somebody in tears that they got a car and it's changing their life, it makes you feel like you really made a difference. That's so not what people think of the car industry. I'm Maureen McCowan, and I'm here to go the extra mile for you.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
First down and goal for the Cardinals. Ball at the 4-yard line. Jacob Jones, who was hurt for the Falcons, able to get up and walk to his sideline on his own powder. So a good sign for Austintown Fitch, the senior defensive lineman. Shotgun formation for Canfield, first down and goal. Lowry hands it off. Crawford up the middle, spins into the end zone. A flag comes in, but this might be on Austintown Fitch. I think he got him by the face mask going into the end zone.
I think if the first one missed it, the second one definitely had it there. But, oh, boy, you see the back judge there, the first thing you're thinking there is a hold. And I guess it is a hold. It's just a different type on the defense. So Canfield, 2 possessions, 2 scores here to open up this game. Austintown Fitch, 2 possessions. They get their 3 points out of it. You know, and Canfield knew, Coach Pav knew they're going to have to put points. He said, you're going to see a lot of points. He knows they couldn't, you know, the size of Fitch, they're not going to keep them out of the end zone the whole game. They knew they'd have to put scores up. And I know they're, you know, doing their end on the offensive side right now. And the defensive side has done just enough, you know, causing a turnover and holding them to just a field goal. So he's got to be happy at this point.
No doubt about it. Canfield 2 for 2 with the football so far. And the snap is muffed. The ball is on the ground. And we're going to have a penalty flag here on the far side.
And I'm curious if that was just snap.
It's a false start on Canfield. And
now, if it's a false start,
that could be a replay.
It should be a replay. You cannot decline that penalty. So they're going to move it back. So that might be a blessing for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
and
no doubt about it.
my guess is the false start was probably on the center. It looked like he had trouble snapping the football, so they're going to say it's like a double snap.
So that will move the ball back to the 15. So this is now a 25-yarder for Ben Pugh. And they're testing him here tonight. He's been perfect on the year. Snap is back, hold is good. Pugh, plenty of distance. Accuracy is there as well. 14-3. Canfield with the lead when we come back. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to play.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beers starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
14-3, Canfield with the lead here in front of a packed house at Cardinals Stadium at Bob Dove Field. And Canfield will kick it off at the 45 of Fitch. So this should be an automatic touchback for Ben Pugh to kick it off. It was a penalty after the play. Therefore, Canfield will take the 15-yard penalty and move it to the Austintown Fitch 45 to tee it off.
I wouldn't say automatic here, Richie. It's still, he was kicking it to the 25. Oh, boy.
That's automatic. That is almost a field goal.
I'll tell you what. He might be figuring this out as the game goes along because the first kick wasn't, what we're used to seeing. We'll leave it at that. The second one wasn't. That one, I'll tell you, it didn't matter where that was kicked from. You had 15 yards. He was gonna get it through from wherever.
Ball at the 20 on the touchback. Austintown Fitch will take over, and this offense is waiting to break through. A team that has scored 42 or more points in 3 out of their 6 games so far this year. The least they have scored in a football game was last week, 21 points against Massillon, Washington.
And that's against a good football team, and 2, they were banged up in that second half, so they weren't their usual team that they have out there tonight. So
the Falcons will bring back Cam Smith to the running back position.
And they're going to reset the game clock here. It was down to 52.5 seconds. But they're going to reset it to 1:08. We just got word, so they're just waiting for that to happen, and then we'll resume here.
1:08 left to play here in the first quarter. As you hear Coach Koenig screaming into our ears.
And they got it. It's up. A little pressure, a little press coverage on the outside.
Sherwood fakes. He'll roll it out to the right side. Dump it off near side. It is caught. Number 11, Tyler Evans, is go-to receiver, and a big pickup for Austintown Fitch. That's a gain of 13.
And that's where pressure's coming off the edge. He releases, and he gets out in that flat. And I want to say hi. I've got my parents are here tonight, and they've come with my 2 kids, 8-year-old Cam and 6-year-old Grace. You're waving up to me in here. So I apologize if I was a little off there the last 5 seconds.
He'll fake the flip, and he will run it himself across the 35, and that's a short pick of about 4 yards. He gets to the 37.
And we probably got one more play here. I mean, who knows, though, with Fitch. I'm shocked that they aren't kind of going a little up-tempo, trying to mix it up a little bit. They're being methodical here. So my guess would be this will probably be their final play here of the first quarter. They're going to bunch it up near side.
30 seconds on the game clock. 15 seconds now on the play clock for Fitch. Trips in a triangle to the near side, one receiver far side. Sherwood fakes it. He'll run it himself up the middle. He lunges forward to the 46-yard line, and that's a big gain of 10 yards for Devin Sherwood, and that will move the sticks with 16 seconds left to play on the game clock.
And what I've seen up here, Canfield's defense has played well. They're playing well up front. Devin Sherwood's just finding where that seam is. If they're blitzing from the outside, he's cutting up underneath, and he's done a really good job being slippery inside, and Canfield's done a really good job getting pressure. It's just he's eluding it and getting away from that pressure.
Devin Sherwood and Brock Lowry, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the county, facing off here tonight. End of the first quarter, 14-3, Cardinals lead. We'll come back for the final 12 minutes of our first half.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
First down and 10 for Austintown. Fitch. Ball at the 46-yard line. Sherwood back in the gun. 4 wide for the Falcons. Sherwood
Pressure up the middle,
looking to run. He will. He's got some speed across midfield, inside the 30 to the 20. He cuts outside 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Devin Sherwood.
No flags on the field, and just what we talked about before break. There's pressure coming from the outside. I can see the pressure coming. He's seeing where it's coming from, and he's finding that seam. And I'll tell you what, he just showed impressive speed, secondary speed there after he got past the first line of defense and then weaved his way into the end zone and really untouched until he got to about the 5-yard line and we got a hand on him.
Sherwood 54 yards to the house to start the first play of the second quarter.
And I said this coming in, and I'm not going back on it. I said there's going to be a lot of points, and, you know, I'll tell you what, this, like I said, this could come down to whoever has the football last at this point.
The snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-10. Fitch, in the blink of an eye, strikes right back. We'll be back after this timeout break here on ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Sherwood dances into the end zone from 54 out to start our second quarter as the kicker and Josiah Burneye looks to kick it off. 14-10 Canfield and Austintown Fitch. This is going to be a shootout here tonight at Bob Dove Field. Back to receive for Canfield, Oliver Kovas. He's set up at the 5-yard line. Burneye, who's got a strong leg for Fitch. Second year with the program. He boots it end over end inside the 10. Return for Kovas. He's going up midfield, going across the field. 25. Here he comes. 30.
Oh,
Kovas knocked down by his own guy, and he gets across the 35 to about the 37. Another good return for Oliver Kovas.
And he just made a decision there to cut back inside. And I think if he makes a decision to cut outside, he has one man to meet there. And he doesn't run into his own blocker blocker in that situation. But got to be happy with the return there. You know, they're going to start out near the 40-yard line at the 37-yard line of their own. And Brock Lowry's 2 for 2 on drives, trying to make it 3 for 3 as we start this one.
The Cardinals, once again, great field position. A man in motion from left to right. That's Carosi. Lowry looks to Carosi, and that's Oliver Kovas who has the catch. And he almost lost the football there, carrying it like Mike Vick. He gets it to the 46 or 44-yard line, a gain of about 7 yards for Kovas.
And you hear a lot of oohs up here. The coaches are holding on for dear breath there, just like Oliver Kovas was holding on for dear life. That would have been a big game-changing moment there. We talk about the turnover the Canfield got to get their first points of the game. That would have been huge for Austintown Fitch.
2nd and 3 for Canfield. Offset pistol for the Cardinals. They will give it to Crawford. Crawford up the middle. Jukesen has nothing there. A host of Falcons come in for the tackle. That's a gain of 1, and it will bring up 3rd down and short for Canfield at the 45.
And Just from up here, I know we've talked about this. I just don't see how they are going to have a push. I don't see them running inside the tackles a whole lot tonight. It's just not there. They don't have the size to compete. I see a lot of misdirection. I think they can get on the edges a little bit, but it's going to be hard sledding inside the tackles tonight.
They're down and short. Lowry puts a man in motion. That's Carosi. They'll fake it. Lowry spins away from a tackler, runs over a man, and gets to midfield for the first down. Man, has he been elusive here tonight. Another missed tackle for Austintown Fitch, and that will result in a Cardinal first down.
And once again, that was another thing. I was talking to Coach Pav. I said the unique thing about Lowry is he knows exactly, like we talk about hitting the spin button, on Matt. He knows when to spin. He does it at the right moment, and with his size and strength, you get a body on, you can't wrap him up because he's turning and twisting, and he's going to get extra yards. You need 2 or 3 guys at the point of contact to bring him down.
Here's Carosi from right to left. Lowry takes plenty of time. Drops it off far side. Carosi over the shoulder, incomplete. Could not get his second hand up there, and it's incomplete down the far side.
Boy, was that a nice touch, though. He has the strong arm, but I'll tell you what there, he took a little something off it, threw to a spot, and just off the fingertips of Drew Carosi there.
Couple power guys come in for the Cardinals. Hunter Knotts will enter, the big tight end at 6'1", 188. Mike Crawford, the power tailback, in as well for Canfield. Second down and 10 at midfield.
Haven't seen a whole lot of Jake Schneider tonight. That was a weapon that they had last week that they went to early. I believe he had three catches last week in his first week of action. Haven't seen much of him on the field yet tonight.
We're going to have a penalty flag from the far side and a false start penalty on the left side of the Canfield line.
And that's not good. That's not good here. We talk about momentum shifts and so forth. This second quarter has really been all Falcons. The big play early on defensively outside of the first down there that Canfield just got. Now they're moving backwards, and I think there's going to be a lot of momentum shifts tonight, though. I really do. I just think there's so much excitement. Both these teams got dudes. As Coach Pav said, there's dudes out there, and there's no doubt about it on both sides of football. There are some players.
5 wide for the Cardinals. Falcons bring 6 guys. Linebacker hits Lowry.
They
throw far side, and it's juggled and incomplete. They were looking for Ryan Schneider, but he juggled and could not make the catch. Pressure from the linebacking crew by Austintown Fitch. Although if Schneider would have caught that, he would have had a lot of green turf in front of him.
If he would have caught it and had his momentum going the right way. If he had caught it and he took a knee, he would have actually been a loss because, the Falcons would have got there. So it's kind of after he wasn't going to catch the football, it's probably good that he didn't, so it wouldn't have been a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Here comes 6 again for Austintown. Lowry with plenty of time. He will step up. He will run it across midfield to the 45-40. First down and more inside the 30 and steps out of bounds.
How fun are these 2 quarterbacks?
This is going to be a Texas shootout here tonight.
And we knew, you bill it this way. Lowry, Sherwood, we knew that there were going to be some game-changing moments out of both these, quarterbacks. And Brock Lowry, he saw that there was a hole. There were 2 Falcon defenders between him and the first down, and he just turned on just like Sherwood did. He turned on that second gear, and it wasn't even close as he gets to the sticks and gets a first down for Canfield.
1st and 10. They marked him out at the 30-yard line. 10 on the play clock for the Cardinals. They will give it off. Crawford again bounces it out right side. Still churning his feet, and he is knocked down at the 25. A muscle 5-yard run for Michael Crawford.
And that's one of those runs that gets a team going. Brock Lowry's run was fantastic, but those are the ones, the line, you get back in the huddle and you're saying, yeah, feed me the football. Feed me the football. I'm going to run it down their throats. So I'm going to wear them out. And that's exactly what that run does for Mike Crawford. And we talk about how hard all these backs for Canfield run. They're not afraid of contact, and they're not going to go down in initial contact.
2nd and 5, 8:50 left to play in our second quarter. Toby Smith is now the tailback to the left of Lowry. 4 wide for Canfield, and we're going to have some more motion. Ooh. It's going to go against the Cardinals. Same problem. The left side of the line for Canfield has been jumping here in this possession.
And, it very well could be. You look up and you see a guy 285, 300 pounds lined up against you. You got to get that first movement, but you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You're the one that knows the snap count. They don't. Use that to your advantage. And right now, they're just getting jumpy out there, and they're putting them in tough situations. Now you got a 2nd and 10 instead of a 2nd and 5.
The speed package in for Canfield. 3 wide near side, 1 far side. Lowry looking to throw.
He's got the
Plenty
bubble.
of time over the middle.
Oh.
Incomplete and knocked away. Great coverage by number 3 and Dan Evans III.
And he had Toby Smith all alone in the flats, and he just kind of locked in. That's one I guarantee he looks on the film, and he's going to say, oh, I get it out to Toby. He's in for a touchdown there. But you can't be perfect back there. You know, it's quick, and you got to make it's easy for us to up here. You know, armchair quarterbacks are great when you can see everything up here from this perspective. It's tough down on the field, but I guarantee that's one he's going to wish he had back.
3rd down and long. 5 wide for the Cardinals. Austintown Fitch brings 4. Lowry dumps it off near side. It's a bubble screen. Carosi is met, and Carosi is knocked down. A nice tackle by number 27, who hit him first, and Noah Thomas, the sophomore linebacker, makes the tackle, and there's no gain on the play. 4th and 10, and this is no man's land for the Cardinals.
It really is, you know, but you punt here, what do you really gain out of it? You know, if you hit a great, perfect punt, you might get 20 yards difference, so why not go for it?
Cardinals looking to go for it. Lowry steps up. He is hit, and he is knocked down from behind a couple of Falcons. Hitting him first was Kylan Foster.
And you got to give credit. You know, we talked about both Canfield secondary playing fantastic. I'll tell you what, Brock Lowry's getting time to throw. It's been pretty darn good coverage by the Fitch Falcon defense. So hats off to the secondary there that really earned that stop on 4th down, and now they'll get the football back with an opportunity to take their first lead of the night.
So Austintown Fitch will start at their own 29-yard line on the turnover on downs. That's the first time today the Fitch defense has been able to hold their own, forcing the turnover. And now you bring the momentum back to the Fitch sideline, and here comes the senior quarterback and Devin Sherwood looking to take advantage. He'll send his running back in motion, and they're going to have a flag, and that's going to be against the Falcons, illegal procedure.
Say what? They're making their money tonight, Richie.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even wager to say how many flags we've had here in the first half, but it's got to be close to double digits at this point. I mean, we had 2 just to start the game. We've had 2 the last drive. We've had 1 on this drive.
7:44 left to play here in our second quarter. Austintown Fitch and Canfield meeting for the first time since 2003.
That's crazy to think about. It really is when you're this
10
close.
minutes away.
Right.
But you look at the difference in students and enrollment as Smith gets the carry, and he has nowhere to go, a gain of just 1. Austintown Fitch, Division II, Canfield, Division III. And the enrollment is a big difference.
Right. But you look in 2003, it was even bigger. I mean, 2003, Fitch was probably Division I, and Canfield was probably Division IV if you look back. I mean, it was probably a lot different back then. Over the years, it's actually gotten closer and closer and closer.
2nd down and 14. 7:10 left to play. Smith in motion. Snap is high. Sherwood will handle it. He steps up in the pocket, dancing around, moving to his left. He jukes away from a defender and is knocked down right past the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of about 6 yards. It will bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons.
And that was an awkward, the way he landed there was a little awkward. I'm glad he's able to get back up under his own power. Big 3rd down here.
Austintown pushing the tempo. Canfield showing blitz. 4 wide for Austintown Fitch. And now they'll take a step back and look at the far sideline for a play.
Plenty of time left on the play clock. Still 10 seconds.
3rd and long. Sherwood has it. 3-step drop. Plenty of time all day. Now he throws it deep, and it's incomplete as he was looking for a receiver over the middle of the field, and his go-to man, Tyler Evans. Man, that pocket collapsed quickly. He had plenty of time, and it dropped in a second.
And like we said, I'll tell you who might be the keys to the game here is the secondary for both teams. because it looks like, they're struggling outside of Sherwood, using his feet on the big long run, and Brock Lowry with a couple runs. The running game isn't there for either squad, and they're going to have to put it up in the air, and it's going to come down to who's secondary, and right now they've both been phenomenal with two great quarterbacks and some receivers to throw to. I mean, this is a heck of a football game.
It is. Back and forth we
First
go.
First punt of the night.
And the punter is the kicker as well, and Josiah Burnett.
Oh, and it's blocked.
And it's blocked at the line, picked up by Canfield at the 30. Who came in to crash the party? Danny Inglis did. He gets the block.
Oh, and that's got to be bittersweet. Danny Inglis, his father was he's in the Hall of Fame at Austintown Fitch, and now his son gets a big block against who? The Fitch Falcons. And his dad was an unbelievable player. Him and his twin brother both were phenomenal football players for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, and now his son makes a heck of a play and gives Canfield the opportunity here with 6 minutes still before halftime to get that. Talk about that momentum, back and forth. Now Canfield's got it on their side.
And we'll see what the Austintown Fitch Falcons defense will do as they will take their second charge timeout. 6:10 left to play. This is a good one here in Canfield when we return on ysnlive.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
At Hubbard Chevrolet, Hubbard can help you get the financing you need, regardless of your situation. I'm Tony Page, and I've helped thousands of customers in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania buy a vehicle. Visit HubbardChevy.com to get pre-approved. Remember, folks, Hubbard can help.
A big block punt for the Canfield defense. They will set up inside Fitch territory at the 30. Double reverse. Flip flicker to Lowry. Over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's caught. Touchdown Oliver Kovas on a trickery by Mike Pavlansky.
Oh, my goodness. What a great time for that call. I'll tell you what. That was fun. And you're just sitting here watching Lowry get rid of the football. It's like, just don't overthrow him. All he had to do was throw it into the end zone and let him get underneath it. Oh.
What a play call. We haven't seen something like that all year.
Hey, that's
Pull
one
one
way
out
to
of the
take
rabbit
pressure
hat.
off that secondary. Secondary holds, they think run. They're here, run. You lose that, glue that they've had on these receivers, and great burst of speed there to get open, and great throw by Brock.
One play and a touchdown for Canfield. 20-10 they lead. Pugh will look to knock it straight through again. And he is now 3 for 3. That one goes through the uprights. 21-10. 6:04 left to play when we come back.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Head coach Mike Pavlansky pulls one out of the rabbit hole. One play after the block punt, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Oliver Kovas, and it's now an 11-point advantage for the Cardinals with just over 6 minutes left to play in our first half.
And that's that old adage, after a big play, a turnover like that, go take a shot. It's not the traditional shot that you take, but I'll tell you what, they took a shot, and boy, did it pay off for Canfield.
Ben Pugh will kick it off from the 40-yard line. The kick is a squib right up the middle. We'll see who handles this hop at the 20-yard line. Here comes Austintown Fitch, a big hole, and it's a nice return for the Falcons out to the 38-yard line. That was number 27 and Noah Thomas on the return.
It seems to have that hole. They have that up the seam there, up the middle, and good thing that collapsed for Canfield, or I'll tell you what, that could have been, we could be looking at a 21-17 game just like that.
Both teams have had great field position in this ball game.
They really have.
Austintown Fitch will come out at their own 39. They gave him an extra yard there.
Well, Devin Sherwood, now it's your turn, right?
Time to answer the bell for Sherwood, as he will hand it off. His running back with a burst of speed across the 45, knocked down at the 47. On the carry, number 10, and Tyreek Mitchell.
And, you know, we talked about having that, you know, cast on his hand, and so far it doesn't look like it's really affected him at all, but something to keep an eye on, you know, the more carries he gets.
Tyree Mitchell still in the backfield. 2nd down and 2. 5:25 left to play in our first half. Sherwood looking to throw quickly, dumps it off far sideline, incomplete, intended for Evans III.
And it looked like, it's hard to tell who it was, whether that's Carosi or I don't know if it was Kovacs that came up, got his hands up, and it looked like just did enough to get in his line of vision there to disrupt that throw.
So 3rd down and short, close to midfield for Austintown Fitch.
You got 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes remaining here. You know, 3rd down and 2 here if they don't get this. Curious.
Smith goes in motion over the middle. That pass incomplete. Looking for Evans III, and it was knocked away. A nice hit for the Cardinal defensive back.
So here you go, Richie. 4th and 2. Now I think Coach Parker, you know, I know deep down he wants to go for it. You know, he's one of those guys. It's go for it type of guy. But I think
they still have Sherwood out there.
I know, and maybe he's second guess. I saw the other
he must
team come out. He's a personal protector. I'll get it out. But that doesn't mean that they don't fake it here. You got to keep an eye on it.
Kovacs has no idea where to go right now. Sherwood will take a second, and now he will boot it away. Far sideline, a nice kick for Devin Sherwood inside the 20. And Canfield, for the first time today, will get the football inside their own 20. 5:04 left to play. We will stay here. What a ball game this has been so far, Coach Niddle. As we knew it would be, did not expect Canfield to come out like this and put 21 up in a hurry.
I did. I'm not going to, you know, I talked to Coach Pav, and, you know, Coach Pav is phenomenal. One of the best, if not the best coaches in this area. You know, when I talk to him, you know, he's going to tell you, they're just good. You know,
yeah,
they're good.
He respects every opponent.
Man, they are big. They got. But I'm going to tell you what, he was excited about. He told me, watch Brock Lowry tomorrow. He's going to take over this football game. And I'll tell you what, 3 flags.
And that's going to be on the right tackle for the Cardinals. That's going to go against number 66.
That's Murphy,
and A.J. Murphy. Another false start penalty, very uncharacteristic of this Cardinal offensive line.
I mean, they had their problems in New Philly, you know, with that. Well, Coach, what did he tell you? It was that switch or whatever that they were
pulled
doing.
The guard,
they pulled the guard, and they were just lined up that way. They had some issues, but not like this. This is, and yet they're still up 21-10.
1st down and 15, man in motion. Lowry will fake it.
He will
keep it himself up the middle, makes a defender miss, hits the B button and gets out to the 30-yard line. A 1st down on a pickup of 18 yards for Lowry.
How frustrating it has to be frustrating for this Falcon defense. You know, that's frustrating. You know, you got them in the backfield. You got a 1st and 15, and just like that, they're moving the chains, and they're out at their own 30 now. That's backbreaking for this defense.
Coach T.J. Parker on the opposite sideline is going to watch this film tomorrow and just shake his head at the amount of missed tackles.
Look at this.
And another one here as Crawford puts his head down and picks up 8 yards to the 38.
You know, why you don't. We talk about keeping your legs moving. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. It looked like I was waiting for the whistle to blow, and it looked like the Falcon defense was waiting for the whistle to blow. And before you know it, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Unbelievable.
4:10 left to play here in our first half. Canfield with the football for the 5th time in this half. And they're on the run again. Offset pistol for the Cardinals. Lowry, low snap. Will fake it. He'll run it near side across the 40. Here he goes, spins outside, and he is knocked out at the 46. Lowry, the spinning machine here tonight.
You know, we got
He's like a laundry machine.
You know, with name and likeness. Wherever he ends up, I'll tell you what, I might be honest, I might have to have a talk with him because he might have to get a copyright or a little trademark on that spin because you know it's coming, you just don't know when, and you don't know how to bring him down. Unbelievable.
He's the washing machine, just keeps on spinning. First down and 10, 3:35 left to go. Here is Crawford off the left edge. He gets across midfield. Another nice run for Michael Crawford. This is something that Coach Pav emphasized a couple of weeks ago. He wanted to gain more than 4.5 to 5 yards on the ground per carry, and they are doing just that tonight.
And I had my 4 fingers up, Richie. I knew where you were going with that. It's on every week, their game plan. 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. And they really haven't had to, you know, they've only played a half, the last 4 weeks, and they haven't had to run the football that effectively. Tonight they are, and there we go again.
Lowry with his feet will do it again. Another first down on a pickup of 7 yards.
And they are wearing down this Falcon defense. You could see it. I mean, you could see it live and in person right here. And I'll tell you what, if Canfield could get in and score here, I'll tell you what, that could be a backbreaker for Austintown.
And
because
another,
they're kicking off.
Yeah, I was going to say another concerning thing is Austintown Fitch will have to kick it off to the Cardinals to start that second half. And Canfield on the move here, methodically driving down the field into the Austintown Fitch 42. 2:30 left to play on the game clock here in the first half. They will go back to Crawford. This time is knocked behind the line on a shoelace tackle. That's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 45.
And, there's plenty of time here. Canfield still has their complement of 3 timeouts. So, there's 2:15 remaining, 3 timeouts. They don't have to rush us. They do not want, Austintown to get the ball back here before halftime. Whether they score points or not here, they'd love to control the football going into halftime.
Well, that's a defensive play Fitch needed right there, a loss of 3 on a combined tackle by Tyler Evans and Kroom, the safety. Lowry looking to throw. Plenty of time. Now we'll run it with his feet. Inside the 40, makes a move.
He's about
and cuts inside to the 34-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short. 1:40 left to play in the half as Canfield still has all 3 of their timeouts.
I'm surprised Coach Pav didn't take a timeout there. You got a 3rd and short here, and, with 1:30 remaining, I thought it would be a good time still to have 2 timeouts remaining to kind of talk this over. But they're going to go right after it here. And I would assume this is 4-down territory anyway.
Toby Smith, Michael Crawford in the backfield for the Cardinals. They will go to Crawford along the right side, inside the tackles, and he will pick up 3 yards for a first down, and this will be the first charge timeout for the Canfield Cardinals. Head coach Mike Pavlansky preparing his team to score here before the half. We'll take a break. We'll see if they can do it after this.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
First down and 10, 1:12 left to play in our half. 21-10, Cardinals with the lead. and they have the ball inside Falcon territory at the 31. Play action fake.
Got a man
Lowry
down the seam
deep down the field. It's
overthrew it.
Intercepted at the 5-yard line. Here come the Falcons going the other way. Number 3, Dan Evans III. A big interception and plenty of time for the Falcons.
A man down the seam all year long. I believe that's the first ball that was early on this season. His first. Brock has 1 interception on the season. That's number 2. He just let it go. There's a little adrenaline behind that one and just overthrew the receiver. And like you said, now there's a minute remaining. Austintown has 1 timeout, so they'll stop the clock with first downs. They might go to the air here and try to. You talk about momentum. There's that momentum again. Canfield's going in, up 11 before halftime. Now Austintown gets that opportunity here to get that momentum going into halftime.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Falcons, who were getting beat up defensively, and they come up with a big interception. First down and 10. Can Sherwood lead his team down and get some points on the board?
107.
And 107 being put back onto the clock. We're the first people to hear it, and the audience can definitely hear it. No doubt about that.
Well, they know it now.
5 wide for Austintown. Sherwood takes.
Pressure
plenty
up
of
the
time.
middle.
Dumps far side. It's caught. A receiver gets out of bounds, and it looks like they pick up the first down as well. The man who had the interception will get the reception as well. First down and 10. Stops the clock with 1:01 left to play. Perfect 10 and out for Austintown Fitch. And this is a big drive for the Falcons. Can they get some momentum going into the locker room, even if it's 3 points?
And they might go to the outside one more time, then maybe go down the seam, or they're going to go Sherwood here on a draw. And
Sherwood bouncing around. He slips. The turf monster got him in a short pickup of 2.
They're going to have to get back up to the line here. They can't take a whole lot of time unless they're going to take a timeout. We're now under 50 seconds here until halftime, and there's not a whole lot of urgency getting a play in here.
Under 45 seconds.
They're taking 15.
Austintown, who still has a timeout left. Now we're under 35 seconds to play.
Wow.
Sherwood taking plenty of time. Now he'll have the football.
Good coverage
He's looking
downfield.
to throw it deep downfield, and they got him. There's his main man, Tyler Evans, chopped down at the Canfield 35.
They're gonna move the sticks here. They're taking their good old time moving the sticks. Unless, do we have a flag? We got a flag. That would be why.
And it's going to go against the Falcons as well. They're moving back. Illegal man downfield.
And, and I can see that happening because that took a long time as you're kind of looking you can see linemen get downfield. They're counting in their head 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and that took forever. And my apologies to the sticks. I'm waiting for them to move, and they weren't moving, and now we know why.
Illegal man downfield. You rarely see that called in high school football.
No, you don't. But when it's that obvious and,
And they're running the clock, too. 15 seconds, and Austintown will take a knee and head to the half. Conservative after the interception, and that will take us to the halftime. 21-10, Cardinals with the lead. We'll have the second half action here on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. with the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
And welcome back into Bob Dove Field here at Cardinals Stadium. Halftime between Canfield and Austintown Fitch. And it's time to update you on our 21 WFMJ scoreboard for high school football. Right now, Ursuline is getting beat by Akron St. Vincent St. Mary 33-7. St. V's has 2 touchdown returns on pick sixes and a touchdown return off of a kickoff. Beaver Local 35-14 lead over Harrison Central at the half. Newton Falls down 21-0 to Brookfield at the half. Garfield a huge lead over Campbell, 42-0 in the second quarter. Liberty 7, Champion 0 at half. LeBray and Crestview in a close one, 13-6 in that second quarter. Edison is trailing East Liverpool by 7 in the third quarter. Poland a much-needed big half there against Girard, 28-7. They have the lead. Moving down into the NEH, Struthers takes the lead, 21-14 against Jefferson at the half. Hubbard dominating Lakeview 42-0. That's at halftime as well. Lisbon trailing Wellsville 14-7. Western Reserve leading Lowellville 22-7. That's in the third quarter. Salem Marlington much closer than what we thought. 14-3 at the half between the Quakers and the Dukes. South Range comes out with a big punch against Niles. They lead 28-0. Cheney is trailing Paynesville Harvey 14-8 at the half. Cheney is still banged up with her third-string quarterback. Warren JFK 28-0 over Rootstown. And then moving down, Leetonia trailing Southern 42-14. East Palestine losing to United 33-6 at the half. And here's the big one. Everybody who's watching out around the valley for Boardman against Warren Harding. Harding at the half, 7-3 lead over the Boardman Spartans.
I thought there'd be some points there. The Harding Ursuline score, the Harding Fitch score. They put up points. Boardman could have put up points. That one, I'm shocked. There's 10 points at the half in that game. The other one that's a little shocking is the Salem game. Was it 14-3? I expected it to be 41-3. I thought that would be transposed there. Salem was on all cylinders coming off that loss 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if they're just kind of going through the motions at this point. Who knows? In this second half, they might blow it open. But the one game, we were talking about Liberty and Champion, and being out in Liberty, talking to some of the players that I teach out there, and I said that's one of those games. I told DJ yesterday that I think that's one of the games that, like tonight, I thought would be that we have here is it's going to come down to the last possession. Whoever has the football there, and I think that's a one-possession game there. That's going to be a good one down the stretch, I think.
Well, we have a 2-possession game here at Canfield, 21-10. The Cardinals will receive the football. We will take one quick timeout. We'll be back for the second half action here on ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
The Falcons break the huddle, 21-10 our score as we enter 12 minutes on the clock in our third quarter. The kicker will come out, and Josiah Burney, the junior, 5'8", 150, a letter winner a year ago for Austintown Fitch. And Canfield, who has had exceptional field position tonight, will try and continue that order. Oliver Kovas back to receive. Has been phenomenal with the quickness of speed for the Canfield in the kicking game so far today.
And, coming into the second half, we were just talking while we were off air, the turnovers, it's been even. 1 turnover for Canfield, 1 turnover for Fitch, 1 turnover on downs for Canfield, and then the 1 blocked punt that Canfield had. So fairly even when you're looking at terms of turnovers and change of possession.
Kovas knocked
Good
down
coverage
inside
there
the
by the
15.
Falcons.
A great open field tackle by the special teams of Austintown Fitch. And Canfield is pinned deep in their own territory on the tackle for the Falcons. C.J. Scheisler, the senior, who comes through and makes a great one-on-one tackle. And Canfield will be set up at their own 13 to start our second half.
And I believe this might be their worst field possession
You
of
are
the
correct.
season outside of Poland. I remember they were pinned deep at Poland week 1. Since then, I don't believe they've started many of their drives inside their own 15.
Well, the Cardinals only put one guy back to return, and that's Kovas. And a great job by Bernie, the kicker for Fitch, going the opposite way, pinpointing his kick. And it took a great bounce, a high hop off the 5, and Kovas had to return it. So they will come out, first down and 10. Offset pistol again for the Cardinals. Crawford and Smith in the backfield.
And as you can hear, they're going to put 11:55 on the clock as they're down to 11:49. So that's the third time we've had a clock correction tonight.
Lowry will take it. He will give it. Here's Crawford, who was dangerous in that first half, and he breaks through for a big gain across the 25 and a first down right off the rip. Michael Crawford starting right where he left off in that first half.
And on cue, we were fortunate enough to talk to a couple Canfield guys up in the booth here, and we were just talking about how hard Crawford runs and some of the runs that he had. And they just said, I'll tell you what, Coach Pav would love to see Mike Crawford get the ball 20 times here in the second half and get 4 yards of carry. And he's off to a good start so far in the second half.
They go right back to him, refusing to go down. Michael Crawford gets a pickup of about 3 yards to the 30.
I think that's 4, Richie.
I
what
think
Coach
you're
Pav
right.
wants.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like a gain of 5.
Looks like 5, yeah. So they do give him 5 yards to the 30. And they will come out in that offset pistol again. Canfield is loading it up, only 2 receivers. Austintown Fitch will blitz 7 again. Crawford outside, and number 21 and C.J. Scheisler will get the tackle. And that's a gain of about 3 yards for Crawford, and it's third down and 2.
And right now you want to see that 4-yard gain. I'll tell you what. And this could be, now, you set up the run. You've got Lowry on the ground. You can do a little play action here as they're going to go 5 wide and open it up.
Third and short. They fake the sweep. Lowry runs, and Scheisler there to knock him down, but Lowry falls forward, and he is there for a first down. Canfield has been so good on third down all year long, and they continue that momentum offensively on third down here in this ball game against Fitch.
And I believe they would have been perfect tonight on third down. There was only the one time where they actually got stopped on fourth down that they did not convert on third down so far in this first half.
Austintown Fitch's defense has been on the field a lot in this ball game. This time Crawford again. He is
Still
wrapped up behind the line but picks up 3 yards. And here comes a penalty flag from the back judge.
And we'll wait to see. And they're discussing here.
Not too sure what this could be.
I mean, it's a long conversation if this is a hold, unless where the hold is. Now they're going to converse with the back judge. But meanwhile, while this is going on, Canfield's run 2 minutes off the clock here in the third quarter, and however you look at it, it's probably going to be a first down here. Although this is taking a lot longer than expected, and they might be picking this one up. Nope. Yep. They're talking to
I guess
Coach
we'll find
Parker,
out.
and sorry for the dead air, folks.
Yeah, there's really
we're
nothing we
waiting.
could say here.
Coach Parker's yelling out to, looks like his defense.
I don't know if the officials know what's going on right now.
And we're about to hear if the mic's on. One of the officials tonight. So we had
all
offsetting
that for
penalties.
offsetting
Oh
penalties.
my God. Holding on Canfield, face mask on Austintown, and I think maybe they were just looking, and they do have the. Oh.
Well, the football's going back, and they're going to replay the down, it looks like.
Somebody.
First down and 10. A man in motion. Lowry will keep it up the middle, has plenty of room. Bounces outside across the 40 and leans forward to the 42.
And that's a clock-killing run right there. This is exactly so far what Coach Pavlansky envisioned coming into this second half. You know, not starting inside their own 15, but starting inside their own 15. Now they're up to the 42. They've taken off. By the time they get this playoff, almost 3 minutes into this third quarter, and they're still moving the football with the second and short here.
Fitch needs to hold that line big time here in this play. It's been nothing but positive yardage for Canfield here in the drive. Back to the offset pistol. They go right back to Crawford. Crawford met in the backfield, and he's able to fall forward back to the original line of scrimmage.
In fact, he
might
get
have got a half a yard.
That was a 3-yard loss. It turned into a 1-yard gain.
So it's third down and about 4 as they do put it back at the 42. So no gain on the play for Michael Crawford, and Austintown Fitch in desperate need of a stop here. The Cardinals over 80% on third down here tonight. Can they stop Canfield? Lowry running forward, and this is going to be right at the sticks. At the 46.
I'm going to go on record, depending on which one. It might be about a football short.
And this near side official is calling it fourth down, and I think you're right, Coach Nettle. This is going to be half a football short.
They're going to bring they want to bring the sticks in. I mean, it looks like it's maybe a football short, but the head official down there is Ed Costello, an old family friend. I went to school with his son, and I've known Ed Costello for, 35, 40 years. He's still doing it out there. I saw him before the game. Like, my goodness,
behave
man.
yourself.
Yeah, he did say behave ourselves. I said, you need to do it down there. He's throwing a lot of flags. He's been getting a lot of airtime tonight. And this one, he's going to get more airtime because this is.
I don't know if he could see if that's a first down or not.
Oh, my.
That's the closest call we've had all year.
It's a chain length. It is. My goodness.
So it's fourth down and about a toenail length.
Boy, I'll tell you what guts it would take to take a shot here. Because Fitch is going to load up that box.
Yeah,
so
they're
thinking this is Lowry because this is usually Lowry power right under center.
Well, we're going to go out of the shotgun this time. And Fitch is loading it up. They are bringing their safety up into the box.
Play of the game up to now. And Brock's looking at the clock.
Lowry looking at the play clock. They reset it to 25 seconds. And it's rolling. A man in motion in Crawford. Lowry will fake. He'll run it up the middle as the first down and spins to midfield.
What did he do there?
Hit the B button again.
Spins for a first down. I'll tell you what.
A human washing machine with a first down to midfield.
I'll tell you what, that nickname might stick. You might be onto something there, Richie. That's huge. That's a big first down. The clock continues to run here in the third quarter, and now Canfield's at midfield with first down. And
already 4 minutes run off the clock, too, by the Cardinals offensively. Crawford again. Can they stop him? And he picks up 3 yards. Second down and 7 coming up. Michael Crawford has been the key impact player tonight for the Cardinals offensively, the senior running back, with both of his brothers in attendance here tonight. Nick and Dave, two historically great players in this program, able to watch their brother put on a heck of a performance here tonight.
And I'll tell you what was really cool. Pregame, I'm watching all the kids go through their drills, and they see them both down there. Every player from this Canfield team that was out there came over, shook their hands, and gave them a hug.
Lowry picks up 8 on his feet. That will move the chains. First down inside the Falcon 40.
And that's what Coach Pavlansky, if you tuned in yesterday, was talking about, is the culture and the family that is here. They were, Brock and all these guys were talking about players that they looked up to, and they're bringing up Kyle Banas.
Yeah.
And DJ was like, wow, that's going back a little bit. Fiorenza, some of these guys.
And Vinny's in attendance tonight as well.
And,
Vinny
and they know, and they come back. And these are guys that they had in camps, and they work with these young kids, and they'll be back.
Power I formation for the Cardinals.
Oh, and look at this, wide open.
Lowry looking near sideline. He's got a man, and it is cut.
Oh.
Jake Schneider deep down the sideline, the second flea flicker of the ball game.
Coach Pav not holding anything back tonight, folks. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what. I did get to talk to Coach Pav about, he doesn't like to say these are the best quarterback, best play. But he flat out said, when you got Brock Lowry, he's probably the best he's had. And he says the weapons we have are the best we've ever had collectively. He said we've had some good receivers, but he goes, this group, and now you throw in there Jake Snyder, who's 6'6". Tell you what, a lot of weapons for Brock Lowry to throw to.
Mike Crawford ripped down, and we're going to have a penalty flag after the play. This is coming from the back judge again. Vince Luce was tangled up with number 52 for Austintown Fitch and Aaron Hively, the senior defensive end. And that's going to go against the Falcons.
Down.
Defense, it's a face mask.
And it looks like number 11, and that's
Evans.
Tyler
Evans. That's one of their best
players.
players.
I believe that's 11. It's hard to tell. The trainers.
You are correct. 11 is on the ground for Austintown. During the injury, we will take a break. We'll be back after this.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
Good news for Austintown Fitch, as one of their best wideouts and overall talented players, Tyler Evans, seems to be okay. Meanwhile, it's first down and goal at the Austintown Fitch 3. End around on the jet sweep into the end zone. A Cardinal touchdown to start the third quarter. Paolo Papalia on the jet sweep punches it in.
And I'll tell you what, they've done everything. I mean, you've seen Brock up the middle. You've seen Crawford with his hard runs. You've seen Brock Lowry throw the football over the place to Carosi early on, then Kovas to Schneider. And now you see a little jet sweep action. They're throwing. You got the flea flicker. You've got the reverse. I'll tell you what, these last 4 weeks, Coach Pav, talked about, hey, we played a great first half of football, and we didn't get to play 4 quarters. And we knew tonight that they were going to have to play 4 quarters, but it's almost like he's been having all these plays. He's just been that he hasn't got to do anything the last 4 weeks, and he's using them all this week. I'll tell you what, it's been fun.
27-10. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 28-10. The Cardinals strike first in the second half. They have an 18-point lead when we come back.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
6:18 left to play. The Cardinals able to bleed out the clock here in the third quarter, and they go all the way down the field. They started at their own 13, and they trounced down for a touchdown, capped off by Paolo Papalia on a 3-yard jet sweep, and the Cardinals now with a comfortable lead. But with how lethal Austintown Fitch can be offensively, they still need to stop here in this drive. Here come the Falcons up the middle of the field to the 35-yard line and knocked down there.
And they've had good field position to start their drives for the most part tonight. Just haven't been able to, their first drive results in a turnover of the game. The second drive, they go down. They're unable to get into the end zone, had to settle for 3 points. And, they just haven't seemed outside of the long run by Sherwood. I'm shocked. We talked at halftime. I thought we'd see a lot more of Cam Smith. They're bigger up front. I thought they would, work on that. Now all of a sudden you're down 18 points.
Forced to throw the football.
That may go away.
6:13.
And we've got another clock adjustment tonight.
6:13, number 4.
Number 4
as
on
you
the
hear
evening.
it.
I don't think we've had 4 all year. We got 4 here in only less than 3 quarters of play.
Tyree Mitchell, the back for Sherwood now. On first down and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Devin Sherwood, he will fake it. He will look to run, moving with his feet, and he is walloped across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. A couple of Cardinals in on the tackle, one being Dom Marzano.
And at halftime, we kind of listened in a little bit. We know that was something an adjustment that needed made at halftime is Marzano has to stay home. He was getting beat up the middle and leaving where he needed to be, and right there he stayed home.
Here's Mitchell off the left side, and another short gain across the 40 to about the 42. It's 3rd down and 4 coming up for Austintown Fitch.
And you start to wonder here, it just seems like I think Coach Parker is thinking, it's almost 4-down territory. Yeah, we still got 5 minutes here left in the third quarter, but they haven't stopped Canfield offensively.
3rd and 4, trips in a triangle in the slot to the right side. Sherwood, he will give it to the back, and Smith is ripped up from behind.
And it's decision time. So we've got under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, and it's a 4th and 4. And like I just said, I think Coach Parker is going to decide to go for it here.
Yeah.
At their own 42. This is the play right now of the night.
4th down and 3 from the 43-yard line. The quarterback in Sherwood moving to his right. Still has time, dumps it far side, and it is incomplete.
And that is going to be that momentum change. Canfield will take the football over, up 28-10. With 4:33 remaining here in the third, and we talked about it going into that I felt that feeling that Coach Parker was going to go for it there on 4th down, and I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's the right decision, but how do you argue against it? Like I said, they haven't stopped Canfield. Canfield hurt themselves with the interception, and then they haven't punted yet tonight.
Canfield will start at the Fitch 43. 1st and 10. Low snap. Crawford right side. Stretching him out inside the 40. And he is knocked down at the 39. A gain of 4 for Michael Crawford.
And you have to think that's what you're going to see over and over again. But I'll tell you what. The flea flicker. The reverse pass. All these, you can't. I'll tell you, Coach Pav's kept them on their toes here. You can't just, fill that box because Lowry is under center, and at any time he can beat you deep.
2nd down and 5. Some miscommunication on the near sideline, and now here comes Kovacs onto the field late, and Coach Pavlansky will call a timeout. 4:26 left to play when we come back here in the third.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Second down and 5 for the Canfield offense at the Fitch 38. A man in motion, that's Carosi, as Lowry will keep it up the middle again. And Brock Lowry, who entered this ball game with only 231 rushing yards, has done it on his feet here tonight in a big way.
And he's also gone over the 1,000-yard mark throwing the football tonight. So, but, you know, like we said, he's really outside of the Dover game and the Poland game has not played more than 2 quarters.
Yeah, you're right.
And, you know, these stats are a little deceiving. The fact he came in with 11 touchdowns and only 1 interception is phenomenal. And he's going to add to that, although he does throw his 2nd interception of the year. But, I mean, he's completing his passes at a 70% clip in high school, and that's unheard of. And we said that last year about him. He's so accurate that, you know, you don't see that out of these high school quarterbacks.
Noah Thomas is the Falcon who is cramping on the field right now, being stretched out by the athletic training staff for Austintown. Fitch, what a staff the Falcons have here tonight. They have pretty much everything you could think of. They have a stat guy up here in the box. They even bring their own gator to the football games. What a staff here for the Falcons. I mean, they are very privileged with their football program. They got a lot going on.
And, you know, that's you got to give credit to Coach Parker. I mean, it starts with him. You know, he came in last year. You know, he's coming in after COVID, and, you know, he had to battle all these things. And, you know, he's got their program going in the right direction. Don't let the record fool you at 3-2. They were in a game last week against a very good team. Canfield's a pretty darn good team, as they're finding out here tonight. But, you know, they've got a lot of talent, and they're big boys, and it's a big school, and it's a great program, great facilities out there. I mean, you know, being a base, they got turf everywhere.
Yeah.
Turf football, turf softball.
New softball, yeah.
Turf baseball, all turf. You don't see that in this. The only school in this area that has all turf. So they're doing things right out there, that's for sure.
Noah Thomas being guided off to the Austintown sideline with 4:22 left to play in our third quarter. Canfield knocking on the door once again. Ball at the Fitch 32. They come in the split back with Crawford to the right and Schneider to the left. Lowry, low snap. He will give it. Here's Schneider up the middle. He puts his head down and is denied for a gain of about maybe 1 yard at most.
But
keep the clock moving.
You know, and at this point, the clock is definitely on the side of the Cardinals. You know, being up 18 points with the football under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. As long as they don't turn the football over and they continue to do what they're doing offensively and defensively, you know, it's an uphill battle for the Fitch Falcons.
Fake jet sweep. Lowry up the middle again. A ginormous hole inside the 25, and he's going to be about a yard or two short of that first down. And we do have a penalty flag on the play. And it might be against the Cardinals the way that Mike Pavlansky is reacting.
Like Lowry's saying it's a face mask, and he was the one carrying the football.
But the Cardinals are backing up.
And
it's a holding against Canfield.
Well, Brock didn't do a good job selling that one, then, I guess.
Well, he's not a good advertiser.
He tried.
So they'll knock him back to the 36. That's a big penalty there. Second down and very long for Canfield now with 3:35 left to play in our third quarter.
The only thing with that is, you know, it's now second down again. You run another play. The clock is running, so it's just going to take more time off the clock at this point. It's going to give Canfield the opportunity to run 2 more plays.
Paolo Papalia gets the call again. Breaks one tackle, but then is brought straight down. And is there another penalty marker? It looks like there is.
It on the far side.
And it's a hold against Canfield, and it looks like the Falcons are going to decline the penalty.
And, well, just what I was talking about. I think Coach Parker is saying at this point, Oh, nope, they're going to take it. Well,
no, he's saying that he wants to decline it.
Yeah, he is saying, yep, and now they're going to bring it back. And I think, honestly, he's thinking, all right, we move it back. They get to run another 25 seconds off the clock. And
it's third down.
This is a trick that 14. I learned coaching with Coach Yeagley at South Range. We had a situation that we would take penalties to keep the clock running until they would accept the penalty. And that's like the only reason why I know. I'll tell you, it's Coach Yeagley. I mean, I'll tell you what, that was my first coaching experience, and what a great coach to coach under, I'll tell you that.
3rd and 14. Lowry takes it all alone in the gun. Plenty of time.
Got him,
rifles it over the middle. It's caught. Ryan Schneider with another reception. And on 3rd and 14, the Cardinals convert again.
That breaks your back right there. But you know what? That's what Brock Lowry's done all year. That seam route, he seems very comfortable throwing, and the receivers are doing a great job getting into that open space, turning their head at the right time to make a catch. Great throw and catch there.
1st and goal at the 10. A big pickup for Ryan Schneider. His 2nd big reception on the day. This is Crawford on the call. He cuts back up towards the middle and is still moving as he is brought down right around the 6-yard line. And here comes a penalty again.
Oh.
A late penalty this time, and this is after the play.
And you wonder if this one is and it looks like it's going against Fitch. At least they're pointing that way, but I don't know what it is. You know, maybe when he's getting held up there, they're getting
sportsmanlike conduct.
All right.
On Austintown, Fitch. So, and that's a penalty you just cannot have
that's here. Give a first down.
2nd down and goal.
Oh.
And it should be first down,
half
right?
The they're still out.
There they go. So 1st and goal at the 3 on the unsportsmanlike call on Austintown Fitch. Canfield will come out. No backs.
Little miscommunication out of position here. They still got 20 seconds here. They can get set.
Lowry puts a man in motion. They fake the jet sweep up the middle, and Lowry plows into the end zone. Another touchdown on the ground for Lowry.
And there's that number. 35 points. Well, 34, but we've got who kicking the extra point, Richie. So,
Money man.
So I'll wait to say it. And during that time, I'll tell you what, this front for Canfield is dominated.
Yeah.
Coming in the first quarter, we said, Fitch had the size advantage, and it looked like they had the advantage up front. And I'll tell you what, Canfield's just done whatever they wanted to do. They've instilled their will here in the second half.
Ben Pugh able to knock another one through. The magic number on the season, 35-10. Cardinals lead with 2:01 left to play in the 3rd.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Magic number 35 reached for Canfield, and the reason we say that, the Cardinals have scored 35 points on the dot in their last 4 contests, and they have won 4 in a row.
Cleveland JFK, it was 35-0 at halftime in that game. New Philly was 35-0 at half. Cheney was 35-0 at half. And now, Marion Pleasant was 35-0. And, I mean, we talked about Fitch putting points up, but you got to say, and those weren't halves. The second half, it was all second team. There were no first teamers out there, and you kind of wonder, how many points this team could have put up in
No
those
doubt.
games if they play a full game.
No doubt. A lot of teams around the region are looking at the schedule and saying, oh, they're only putting up 35 points against some of these teams. But you're right. Their second team is out there the entire 24 minutes of play.
Right.
I mean, Canfield, as a football team, their first team has played probably one complete game this season.
2.
Dover.
Poland.
And Poland. You're right, 2.
I mean, Poland, 7 minutes left in the game. They were up 2 scores, but they were still out there.
Shovel toss on the near side.
Oh,
Austintown
he
Fitch
gets
in some
away.
trouble. This is number 3,
Phew.
and Evans the third, who was brought down for a loss of 4 yards.
They had him for about a 10-yard loss. He got away from that, and I thought he had some open space there. And then that closed quickly, and he got some of it back, but not enough. As it's a 5-yard loss, and it'll bring up 2nd and 15. And this is not a good second half for Fitch. 2 weeks in a row now. They've
The third
struggled
quarter.
and that's got to be concerning for Coach Parker.
4 wide for the Falcons, 2nd and 14. They do mark it at the 17-yard line of Fitch. Under 1:10 left to play in the third. Sherwood, he throws over the middle. It's caught. They pick up the 4 yards back and some to the 25-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 6 coming up for Austintown Fitch. And they've been in this situation a lot today. 3rd down and 6, 3rd down and 7, 3rd down and 8.
All night long, and that's a credit once again to the secondary of Canfield, the front. 5. Like I'll tell you what, they've played a heck of a game defensively.
Sherwood taking his time. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Sherwood will fake. It's a quarterback draw. Running right at us. Across the 30. He's got some room. 40, 45. Cuts out 50. Inside Cardinal territory and knocked down at the 40-yard line. A nice run by Devin Sherwood. He had a big one in the first half. He cut off for 54 yards. That was the touchdown in that first quarter.
And I'll tell you what, he was in trouble there until he found the seam on the outside. He was bottled up, and he was able – and I'll tell you what, he's shown that great second burst that he did on the early run and on that one as well.
Trips on a triangle to the right now. Canfield puts 6 guys in the box. They bring all 6. The handoff goes to number 1 and Cam Smith up the middle. And a great gain on first down. He picks up 8 yards.
And that's what I thought we would have seen a lot more of tonight. I think Cam Smith has maybe only 4 or 5 carries, and he's had 8, 9, and then I think he was stuffed for a 2-yard gain. But not enough of Cam Smith tonight, in my opinion.
No huddle offense. They dump it out near side. Here's Tyler Evans. He gets a good block. Still shuffling around. The ball is loose. And fortunately for Austintown Fitch, the bounce goes out of bounds. That will pick up the first down, and it will end the third quarter. So when we come back, Austintown Fitch will have the football around the 25-yard line of Canfield. We'll have the final 12 minutes here on YSNLive.com.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Richie Giuliano, Gary Niddle back with you here. First down and 10 for Austintown at the 25-yard line of Canfield. Cam Smith, the back for the Falcons. Evans in motion. They go to Smith up the middle. A burst of speed, but knocked down by the Cardinals. A pickup of 3 yards for Cam Smith.
And Canfield will take that all night at this point. You're in the fourth quarter, and you want to run the ball and get 3 yards, go ahead and run the ball and get 3 yards. Might have only actually going to give them credit for 2 there. And there's no sense of urgency here.
No.
For Austintown. I mean,
you would think it'd be a no-huddle
25
offense.
points here, and they're taking the play clock's under 10 seconds every time they get the snap off here.
Sherwood
this is going to get down
taking
under
his
5
time.
seconds.
5 seconds on the play clock. This time he will fake it, throw it over the middle, and that pass is incomplete, intended for number 4, Donnie Ellis.
Now you got that 3rd and long that they've been in all night. And this is usually, if they've had success, this has been Sherwood trying to making something with his feet happen, because it's usually not by design. When he's had these runs, it wasn't like tuck it, draw calls. He's looking downfield, doesn't see anything, and it breaks down. But we'll see what they got here on 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 with his strong back and Tyree Mitchell in the backfield. He will block for him.
5 seconds on the play clock here.
Sherwood puts a man in motion. 2 seconds. 1, they barely get it off. He runs it up the middle on the fake jet sweep. A pickup of maybe 2 yards to the 20-yard line, and it will be 4th down and 6 for Austintown. And they have to go for it at this point.
Have to go. There's a
field goal does nothing.
And that clock is running. Wow. I don't get this.
Fitch breaks the huddle. 4th down and 6. Can the Cardinals defense come up again with a big stop? 4 wide for the Falcons.
Do they bring pressure here? I see that backers up. Are they going to drop or are they going to come here?
The Cardinals, they're going to bring it. Sherwood under pressure, and he is sacked from behind. Toby Smith with another sack, his 2nd.
He started this game off with a tackle, and I'll tell you what, he's the heart and soul of this defense. You can ask these players, and they'll tell you that. He brings so much energy, under control, such a humble, a brilliant, a smart kid. I'll tell you what, a great kid. He's going to go on to do great things when his football career is over. And right now, we talked to him. He has an opportunity possibly to go to Fordham and play football, which would be great. Another Cardinal is up there, and Richie Hofus, and, that would be fantastic. But right now, keep doing what you're doing here on the field.
1st and 10, another turnover on downs, a broken play for Canfield. And coming from behind, Brian Robinson will get the tackle. Defensive end coming around to rip down Lowry. And it's 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play as Austintown Fitch desperately needs a 3-and-out. And Canfield's just going to chew up this clock.
We're under 10 minutes now, and they're going to use every second of the play clock here. As Brock's just waiting.
Lowry taking his time again. Papalia in motion. They'll hand it off. No, they'll fake it. Here's Lowry up the middle on the option, on the fake. And he will get across to the 30-yard line. And that's a pickup of 7. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
No spin move needed there.
No.
Just a strong run. Make up a 3rd and manageable here. And this snap won't happen until we're under 9 minutes left to go here in the football game. So, Austintown needs a turnover at this point. Or, they got to force a punt here and get a great return, or something needs to happen here in the next couple minutes, or this football game is going to be over.
3rd down and 3. Lowry, design run. His lead blocker is Crawford. He cuts up the middle, and this one's going to be close to the sticks, and it will move the chains indeed to the 34-yard line. Just got about a half a yard over the sticks. And Canfield again. That's the motto today. Converts on 3rd down.
Coach Pavlansky's going to love watching this film.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He's going to love speaking to the media after this, because they came ready. They've executed in every facet of the football game against a really good Austintown Fitch team. And this is going to go a long way. This playing in a 4th quarter, and controlling the line of scrimmage, it's something they haven't had to do all season long.
Papalia on the jet sweep. Still moving forward, is being pushed by his offensive line, and the whistle is blown dead as they will give him about 5 yards to the 41.
We have our first final of the night, Richie. South Range 41-0 over Niles.
And
Garfield.
St. Vincent St. Mary's still beating Ursuline. This one is now 40-14 in the third. That's a tough loss for Ursuline.
Yeah, it's not over yet, Richie, with that team.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm
honestly.
just saying it's not
Fitch
over
knows
yet.
that well too.
Yes, they do.
That heartbreaking loss, 48-47 against Ursuline on their home turf in week number 3. 2nd down and 4 for the Cardinals. Carosi in motion. Lowry keeps, and he's chopped down below his feet. And that's a pickup of 1 yard. And that clock just continues to move.
Running and running.
Under 7:30 left to play in the ball game.
Brookfield 21-7 over Newton Falls. Liberty champion 13-12 in the third quarter. What other? We got Poland 35-7 over Girard.
Hubbard with a big
still
lead. 49-7 over
Caffey had
Lakeview.
tonight.
I don't want to know. 5 seconds on the play clock. Another Lowry keeper and enough for a first down.
And another spin move.
Move by Lowry. First down and a pickup of 6.
Got a good game down in Lisbon right now. Wellsville 20, Lisbon 14 in the fourth quarter.
Salem, they pulled away there.
Yeah.
28-3 lead over Marlington in the fourth.
And we kind of saw that one coming. How about the Boardman Harding? Still 7-3 now as they finish up the third quarter.
I don't think anybody saw that being a defensive game.
No.
I'd like to see how many turnovers there are in that game as well.
You're probably right.
1st and 10. Crawford gets the call. The hard-working back all night is brought down by a platoon of Falcons. He gets into Fitch territory to the 48-yard line. Noah Thomas on the tackle for the Falcons. Thomas, the sophomore linebacker. And Austintown Fitch still has a lot of growth. They have a lot of younger players, especially in their secondary. A couple sophomore linebackers and cornerbacks.
But you're going to lose that quarterback in Sherwood being a senior. And that he's going to be a tough one to replace. And I'm sure they've got guys waiting in the wings, but he's a special one.
2nd and 6. Gain of 4 for Michael Crawford. Papalia in motion. They'll fake it. Lowry up the middle with all sorts of space. And he gets inside the 35. Brought down at the 33. Man, that read option has been money for the Cardinals here tonight.
And, you know, it's funny because Coach Pav, he's a wizard. Should probably be playing the lottery. He envisioned this. I told you this coming into the game. You're going to see everyone's like, Lowry hasn't run the ball. He said this is what was going to happen. He's going to do it with his arm, but he's also going to do it with his legs. He's like, you're going to see a lot of Brock Lowry tonight on the ground, and he wasn't lying. And Lowry hasn't disappointed.
No. I mean, this is a game where he solidifies himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the state.
No doubt.
1st and 10. Crawford again. Outside this time. Great open field tackle by number 19 and Brian Butler.
And we're under 5 minutes here left in the fourth quarter is this drive. And, you know, it's one of those things. Does Coach Parker use timeouts at any point here? It's a 25-point game. You know, Canfield can just about run this clock out here with another first down if they choose not to use their timeouts.
I mean, this is just amazing how much clock the Canfield offense has used. We're under 4:30 left to play now in the ball game. Lowry in the gun, split back formation. Crawford gets the call right side. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him inside the 20, inside the 15, and knocked down inside the 10-yard line. A pickup of over 20 for Michael Crawford.
And I hate to say it, but you can just see the Fitch Falcon defenders just kind of quit at this point. And, you know, and it's hard to watch. You know, it's good for Canfield, and hats off to them, and they've played their rear ends off tonight, and, you know, they've earned this victory, no doubt. But, I mean, you see every single one of their line. And this defense has been on the field all night long. I mean, the scores for Fitch were the quick run, you know, the quick score by Sherwood. Outside of that, wasn't a whole lot going on.
No. First down and goal at the 8-yard line. Crawford wide open up the middle, and Crawford with a walk-in touchdown. And I think you could hear the excitement from the Canfield coaches to our left.
Boy, this is an exclamation point. You know, hey, State, forget about us.
Yeah.
Because if you did,
welcome back.
You might want to take a peek. I tell you what.
This is like Slim Shady.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see the stats for this game.
Yeah.
The yardage disparity. Like I said, you take away the one Sherwood run. Whew. They've done it on the ground, through the air, trick plays. Oh, no.
Oh, and it's blocked.
If there's
the first one all year.
And you know why? You didn't say.
I didn't say Money
Man Pugh. Oh,
that's going to hurt the soul.
But you know what? Get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
Do it. Get rid of it now. In a game that you don't need it.
41-10, Cardinals with the lead. Under 4 minutes left to play. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back on YSN.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
(41-10). Cardinals come out and are laying it down on Austintown Fitch with 3:54 left to play here in our fourth quarter.
I'm watching Drew Carosi, Oliver Kovas, Toby Smith over on the sideline doing a little dance, little victory dance, and they deserve it. I mean, they came ready tonight.
Ben Pugh will kick it off. A squibber up the middle. Returned at the 22-yard line. Bouncing it outside is Don Evans III. And Evans III is knocked down at the 35.
So we've got 3:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This is, this is, you got to show some heart. You got to show some pride now. You put a drive together. Have something to carry over in the next week. You don't want to have that feeling. Put something positive together here offensively for Austintown.
Fitch will start at the 35-yard line. This is only their third possession of the second half.
Unbelievable.
That's how much time Canfield has had with the football. 8 seconds on the play clock.
And that comes with 3 minutes left in the game.
Sherwood takes a high snap. He will hand it off. Right side on the carry. This is number 1, Cam Smith. Still moving and is knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A pickup of about 3.
Brock Lowry. Still in the game. Still playing hard. This game means a lot, you think?
For sure, especially after everything we saw on social media and all the hype living up to this game.
For those that haven't, there was a little controversy. A photograph of Brock Lowry and on the shoulders of superimposed on Devin Sherwood's shoulders.
Which it was a great edit, by the way.
It was. And it was a fun banner back and forth between the students at Canfield and Fitch. But I can promise you social media tonight
not going in the favor of Austintown Fitch.
Yeah, I don't think.
And it might be an ugly one tonight.
It could be, and
to the Canfield Barstool page, be smart.
Be smart.
That's all we're
going to say. Be classy. And you guys have been all year, honestly. I've seen, you've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And, just humble. Karma always comes back. I tell our guys that all the time. Act like you've been there before, and you'll be just fine.
They're down in 5. Under 1:55 left to play. The handoff goes to 10 and Mitchell, and he is brought down in the backfield. Toby Smith on the tackle.
He's fired. I mean, these guys are they wanted to play a full game, and they're getting a full game, and they're getting their money's worth here. So it's 4th down, 1:30 here remaining. And how many punts have there been tonight? Canfield is not punted tonight. You. There was the block.
1, 2, 3 for Austintown Fitch.
Canfield has not punted.
Canfield has not punted the football one time.
Wow.
2 on the play clock. They're going to get it off. Sherwood, the punter, with a high lofting kick. Fair caught and juggled at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will most likely go into victory formation and take the W. So looking ahead, Canfield will play East here at home next week, and the Cardinals are set up well to end the season. East, followed by Howland in Boardman to end the season. So the Cardinals could be top 5 in the region.
Well,
if some teams
I'll tell
lose.
You what, I mean,
Chardon,
Kenston, even with their
Streetsboro,
points, are still up there.
Aurora
Dover still has new fill. I mean,
it's going to be Hubbard. It's going to be tough.
I was speaking with Aurora, a buddy of mine. His kid goes to Aurora today on the way here, and we were just talking, and they're playing. They were supposed to play Kent tonight. They're playing Cleveland Heights, which they are 5-1 in Division I.
And Kent was 1-4, I believe.
Yeah, so if they beat Cleveland Heights, the points they're going to get.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's this region
it's
is
insane.
Packed. In Steuben, we haven't mentioned Steubenville.
Steubenville too, yeah.
New Philly. I mean, it's a crazy Streetsboro. Oh, well, Coach Pav's not going to worry about that right now because he's worried about next week.
Canfield will enjoy this victory, no doubt. The Cardinals come out and they lay a punch on the Austintown Fitch Falcons, 41-10. Our final here from Canfield. Moving forward for the Fitch Falcons, they will play at home next week against Wadsworth, who is 1-5. And then they will play at Boardman and finish off their season at Warren G. Harding. We wish the best of luck to the Austintown Fitch Falcons moving forward. Coach Niddle, final thoughts for you on this football game here tonight?
Wow. That's it.
Yeah. Wow.
I
like it.
I did not
short and sweet.
See this coming in. I saw a lot of points. I knew Canfield would come out and sling it around. I am shocked that they held Fitch to 10 points. I'll be honest.
I agree. So
and
that'll do it.
Hats off to them.
Yeah, that'll do it here from Canfield. For Gary Niddle, I'm Richie Giuliano saying so long from Bob Dove Field. The final, 41-10, Canfield victors here tonight.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.